So, time for another flick. It's a hot day. I'm chilling out in the man cave, feeling good. Got another Saw movie to watch. I'm pretty sure this was done and dusted as a series, but apparently we've got more Saw to sit through. Jigsaw. The game continues. Let's dive in, yeah? Okay, so I just finished watching Jigsaw on 4K HDR, and I am happy to report this movie did not suck. I've been a big fan of the Saw franchise ever since it was first released, way back in 2004. Directed by James Wan, who has since gone on to find success with the Conjuring movies and dabbled in the Fast and the Furious franchise, delivering us Fast and the Furious 7, which was awesome. So I'm really glad to see that he's continued on with his success and branching out from the horror genre into some really amazing action films. And of course, he's also going to be bringing us Aquaman with Jason Momoa. I'm hoping he delivers a fantastic flick with that one. I really enjoy his movie making, so let's hope that Aquaman is awesome. And of course, it was also written by Lee Whannell. So Aussie filmmakers making a splash in Hollywood and kicking off the torture porn genre. The Saw films definitely exploded. They were released like one every consecutive year for a number of years. There's now 8 in the franchise. Saw 7 was meant to be the last one. Saw 7 in 3D, the final chapter that was released way back in 2010. So it's been 8 years since we've had a Saw film. And now suddenly we get Jigsaw. He's back. Yeah, it definitely follows the plot of the previous movies. There's definitely a structure to these films. You get a group of people who are in some dire straits, hooked up to some nasty, diabolical traps, and they normally have to pay a penance of some sort to get out of the trap to survive. More often than not, that trap usually leads into another trap because John Kramer's victims don't usually make it out of the movie alive. And what I like about the Saw movies is the victims in these movies are not innocent people. They're usually people who have done some kind of crime, murdered, robbed, or made somebody else's life miserable to earn their place in his trap. John Kramer, Jigsaw, is actually an anti-hero. And that's where I like the twist in these movies. He's not actually the bad guy, although he is delivering his own brand of justice in a very, very nasty and inventive way. So Jigsaw is brought to us by the Spierig brothers, a couple of directors who I just absolutely love, and I was quite surprised to see their name come up on the end credit there. I didn't know they directed it. They gave us Predestination with Ethan Hawke, Daywalkers, also starring Ethan Hawke, a really cool take on the vampire tale. The Undead, an Aussie zombie flick, which is really, really cool, very inventive, and the recently released Winchester, which I've not really heard much about, but the reviews I'm seeing right now aren't very positive. So yeah, they directed this movie, and I was quite surprised. It was quite enjoyable. I should have known. I love their style of directing, and yeah, it was really, really enjoyable flick. It was more entertaining than it has any right to be, or more than I thought it would be. I was kind of very apprehensive putting it on. I didn't know what to expect. Definitely get more of the same, but it is one of the most glossy looking films in the franchise. It is beautiful to look at in the 4K HDR format. Yeah, this is a stunning looking film, very good looking. A lot of dark scenes, crystal clear, and all the colours, the bright reds of that gory blood just pop right off the screen. And once again, no plot details or spoilers, but there is the use of lasers in this movie. Just saying. And they look really nice. The nice blue-white hue of these lasers before they do their gruesome damage to the unsuspecting folk they're aimed at. Pretty. It was really, really cool. I really think this is a good-looking flick, and it really looks good on 4K HDR. And the sound, once again, was pretty cool for the nasty traps going off and the drills and the explosions and the screaming. That's going to shake your speakers somewhat. So, Tobin Bell returns in this. It's not really much of a spoiler at all. He was on the posters and he's in the credits on the IMDb page. And yeah, he's cool. He's always been a reliable actor. His take on John Kramer's always been really cool, very interesting. I like his work. Yeah, the twist being is, how is he back after dying way back in episode 3? Yeah, he's back, guys, but I'm not going to say how, why, or what. That's for you to decide and see if you like it. It was a twist I didn't see coming, but it made sense. And yeah, it was cool. It was a nice little take on Jigsaw's. He's a very smart man. This guy's a mastermind. The intricacy of the traps that he's employed over the course of these, 8 movies. Man's a genius. So we have Michael Passmore as Logan. Don't know much about this actor, but he was pretty good in the role. Callum Keith Rennie is one of those actors that just keeps turning up in all your TV shows and your movies. And yeah, he was really good. I like him. He's got a really cool, arrogant kind of style about him. And the only other real actor of note that I recognised was Laura Vandervoort from Smallville, where she played Supergirl. And she was also in the series, the short-lived 2-season miniseries that was a remake of the old 1980s The series starring Robert Englund back in the day about alien invasion. The remake was okay. It wasn't hugely successful, obviously. It's been cancelled, but it was worth a watch, and she was really good in the role. I didn't recognise her here. She's usually blonde, brunette in this one. Took me a while to catch on. I was like, I know that face from somewhere, because it's been a long time since I've watched Smallville, so it was a nice surprise seeing her on screen. So yeah, in this one they do kind of go away from the torture porn angle of it. The previous movies had that kind of hard, gritty edge, and it was really nasty. The traps were quite gruesome. But it still doesn't shy away from the blood. There is some really amazing special effects here, all practical, which is really nice to see. And yeah, it does step away from the torture porn, like I said. It's more about the inventive traps, and yeah, the gore's still thrown at you pretty readily. So it was entertaining. So yeah, I'm going to give Jigsaw 7 out of 10. It wasn't the large stinking pile of shit I was expecting it to be. The Spirit brothers directed it in a nice way, in a nice direction, nice twists and turns. The performances are fairly decent, and the gory practical effects were cool. So, and the traps were fun. The traps were really inventive, and yeah, and I enjoyed it, which is really weird. The Saw franchise has always been a guilty pleasure of mine, so I watch them readily, and yeah, I enjoy them. They're fun. They are gruesome, horrible to watch, but I enjoy them because I'm a sick bastard. Anyway, guys, thanks for checking into my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.